Hello children, this is Vinod Kumar Kaushik and today I am presenting a wonderful poem in front of you, and the poem is On Killing a Tree by Gieve Patel. See, Gieve Patel, he is an Indian writer, and apart from writing poetry, he is basically related to a wonderful movement, and it is green movement. Okay, and this green movement, basically in this green movement there are writers, poets, literarians. Okay, and their sole aim is not only their aim, the movement's sole aim is to preserve our environment anyhow. Okay, so this is a nice objective with which this green movement was initiated, and it has done well. Okay, so apart from the detail about the writer, the poet Gieve Patel, let me tell you this poem on killing a tree. It's very nice poem. It has a wonderful philosophy. When you go through it, and when you come to the end of the poem, or in between also, you will realize that the poem is giving you a wonderful message. Okay, so without any delay, we should start now. So here I start. Listen, the poet says, and see, there is no rhyme in the poem. It's free verse poem again. So in 9th class, in 10th class also, there are many poems which have no rhymes these days. And the modern poets as well, they do not take any pain these days to write the poems in rhyme. Okay, so it's their problem, not ours. We have to read only. So I am explaining now. So listen carefully. It takes much time to kill a tree. See, the poem, it deals about killing a tree. It is not the ultimate meaning of the poem. Gradually, when we move on, we shall realize the poet is hinting towards what. Okay, so listen. So he says, the poet says, it takes much time to kill a tree. He says that to kill a tree, we have to take a long time. It is not easy. Means the killing of tree, it is not happening, or it does not happen quickly. It takes time. Okay. Not a single jab of knife. Knife means any instrument, any object that we use to hammer a tree, the hard part of the tree, that is the trunk. So he says, with a single blow of the knife, with a single hammering of the blade, of the you can say sickle, of the hammer, of the axe, when we do, only means the first time when you do, it is not possible, it is impossible that the tree will be killed. Will do it means it will not be done with a single jab of knife. Means the two lines, it gives, it gives us the meaning that the killing process of the tree, it is very long, like it is not happening, or it does not happen quickly, and by applying or by hammering once only, you cannot kill it. It has grown slowly. See, the tree which we are trying to kill, it is difficult to kill it. Why? Because it has grown slowly. The process of growing of a tree, it does not happen quickly. So that is why we say, or the poet says, that it has grown slowly. Slowly it has taken the root, this particular, means that slowly the poem, or slowly this particular tree, it has taken this particular form, it has got this particular shape, it has got this height, So that is why he says the size of the tree, the growth of the tree, it has been quite gradual, slowly. So that is why he says that it has consumed over the years. It has consumed over the years the earth, rising out of it, means over the years, means was being like it was gaining the size, it was growing itself. So at that time it was consuming, means the nutrients that it was consuming over the years, that has been quite gradual. So it has come out of the earth gradually. So in the same way, the killing, it cannot be done instantly, it will take some time. So upon its crust, it has fed itself, the tree, it has fed itself on the crust of this earth, okay. And when it remains on the crust, so there are many things that the tree has got, the tree has taken, okay, the tree has absorbed to make its survival possible, okay. In science, it is known as, this process is known as photosynthesis, okay. So in photosynthesis, 3 or 4 things are required. So he says years of sunlight, means the tree has observed over the years sunlight, air, water, okay, means observing, like absorbing all these things, the tree has made its survival possible, and it became quite strong. And it is quite right when the poet says that you cannot kill this tree instantly. And out of this leprous hide sprouting leaves. See, in the beginning when the tree, it was not a tree, it was just simply a plant. So later what happens when the tree gets the proper shape? So from the leprous hide, means those colorless hide, it means a kind of skin, like this is it might be in the beginning branch, later it becomes a tree, the thin like the thick part, it is there, discolored, you can say. So from that discolored part, it grows, something grows, and what is that? Sprouting leaves, okay. The leaves sprout from where? From that part which is colorless. And that process means when it sprouts, it means there is life, it means some process is there. But that process is possible because this kind of process it was going on, that is photosynthesis, okay. When the tree absorbs all these things, it means it is growing slowly, and in that slow process this thing also starts, that means the growth of the tree. So when the growth is slowly, in the same way the killing also will take time, okay. Like the growth is, when it is quite slow, the growth is taking time, in the same way the killing will also take time. Now I tell you the other meaning of this stanza. Basically, through the tree, the poet is hinting about a kind of evil, like to kill an evil, to remove an evil, to eliminate an evil, to eradicate an evil from the society. We have to wait and watch for a long time. It will not happen, or it cannot happen instantly. Like the tree has absorbed all the things, in the same way the evil also absorbs many things from the society, okay. It is deep rooted. So in the same way, like the tree, it is deep rooted, in the same way this evil is also deep rooted, it will take time, okay. Next, now the poet says something about the process, like how we can kill the tree, how we can kill a tree, how we can remove an evil from the society, okay. So that evil part will do later. Let's come to this point particularly. He says, he instructs the reader, he says, so hack and chop, keep on hacking, keep on chopping, okay. But this alone won't do it. He says by hacking, by chopping, with the help of axe, with the help of knife, the killing of tree will not be possible. It will not give you that result that you are expecting, that the killing of the tree will be over. It is not possible. Not much pain will do it. See, the moment we feel that we are hacking, we are chopping, we feel that it will be little bit painful. No, no, no. It will not be painful for the for this tree. Not much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal. See, like when we are being hit, or when we feel little bit injury. So what happens? Some kind of bleeding starts. Bleeding starts, and after some time it stops. In the same way, from that part, the part where the axe is hammered, so there is a cut. So from that cut, some liquid it comes out. Okay, and later it is stopped. It means the healing process is there. It's a kind of wound that is healed later. So in the same way, the poet wants to say that hacking and chopping will give little bit pain to this tree, but it will be in the healing process soon. That injury, that kind of pain, it will be like removed. It will be over after some time. And from close to the ground, and suppose there is a tree, okay, like this, and up to this part, means up to this level, we have chopped it, like we have cut the tree from up to this level. So he says that from close to the ground, he is telling the process, or he is telling the nature of the tree. He says, if you have killed the tree, or if you have cut the tree up to this place, so what happens next? After some time, from the left out part which remains on the ground, what happens? Will rise curled green twigs, means some curled and very soft, tender leaves, branches. It will start growing, green color. Miniature boughs, okay, small branches, thin branches, it will start forming, okay, it will start growing. When you feel that we have killed the tree, and you have not killed it, because what we have done, you have chopped the tree up to this level, and you feel that it's over. It's not over. Like rebirth, it starts again. Regeneration starts again. Which of, if unchecked, and if we remain careless about that, when the green twigs start forming, when the miniature boughs start forming, and we remain careless that okay, this is only thin leaves, so we should not be bothering about it. But when you remain unchecked, or when you don't notice such kind of growth, so what happen? Will expand again. That miniature boughs, that green twigs, okay, which you feel that these should not be noticed. So when you do not notice them, when you do not check them, these expand again and to former size, and they gain the same size of the tree which you had cut again. Okay, so the poet wants to say, if you feel that only the surface level which was there on the ground, or if you have removed the evil only at the surface level, and you feel that it is over, it is not over, because the real strength of a tree, the real strength of an evil, it lies somewhere else. Okay, and it is invisible, it is unseen. Okay, so where do we find it? we will do it in the next stanza. Okay. So children, I was asking you, where does the strength of the tree actually lie? Where does the strength of an evil actually lie? Okay. So little bit meaning or the absolute meaning we shall try to get right now. Okay. So the poet says, no, the root of the tree is to be pulled out. You know, in the previous stanza the poet told us that only hacking and chopping it will not do. We have to do something else to get the job done. Okay. Like the half done job is not done at all, is not completed. Okay. Suppose you are to kill an enemy, an enemy, and you only fire 2 bullets and you feel that he is dead, but suppose he is alive. So unless you are convinced that your enemy is actually dead, you should not be satisfied. In the same way, it happens in the case of an evil also. If you feel that you have done only you have made only light-hearted efforts, and you feel that it's over, it's not all over. In the same case, it is about the tree. Okay. So a tree, unless it is to be pulled out completely, especially the roots, unless the roots of the tree, these are pulled out, okay, out of the anchoring earth, the soil, the earth that has grasped the tree in the form of or with the help of roots, unless we feel that the tree or the roots, they are to be released from the roots, we should not feel that there may be the result that we are actually feeling we can get. What is that? The killing of a tree. So now the poet is telling us the process, how we can remove the tree or how we can get rid of the roots of the tree. Listen, or how we can attack on the roots of the tree so that the tree can be actually killed. He says it is to be robbed. First of all, what we should do? We should rob the roots. Tied, then these are to be tied. Means to kill or to remove an evil also, we should try to find out. We should try to go in the depth of the roots. Where does this actually lie? Okay, and then we have to do something to get those people or get the evil released or get the goodness released from those evil roots. In the same way, so what we have to do? It is to be robbed first, the roots first. It is to be robbed, then it is to be tied and pulled out, snapped out or pulled out entirely. Okay, out from the earthquake. See, he said that we are not only to rope and tie, rather we have to snap out with a jerk from the earthquake. Earth cave means from the deep part of the earth we should try to snap out completely, not the piece, rather the whole root. Unless, because if we are to feel little bit satisfied from that particular evil, and we feel that we have to remove it completely, so what we have to do? We have to attack not the single entity only, we have to attack on the real power, that is as a whole. Okay, so in the same way we have to pull out entirely the root and the strength of the tree exposed. See, I was asking you this question earlier. Where does the real strength of the tree lie? Here it is, underground. In the same way, the evil also, it has also its roots. the real strength of an evil anyone. The goodness also has its roots. If you want to remove goodness from the society, we have to attack the roots. If you are to remove the evil from the society, you have to attack on the roots. If you have to kill a tree, you have to attack on the roots, because the strength of the tree, it lies underground. So when the root it is snapped out from the underground, so it is the exposure of the power of the tree. It is visible in front of everyone that this is the thing, this is the weapon, this is the thing, this is the power that the tree has behind its strength. The source, that was the real source, white in color, wet. The white color, little bit wet, remain, that was underground. That was the ultimate source of energy, of power that the tree has behind it. Now it becomes quite easy to kill it. Still, there are other activities, other applications that the poet is suggesting us to apply to get rid of the tree, to get rid of the evil. Listen, he says the most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. See, sensitive, I told you, because unless we attack means if we attack here directly, it is quite sensitive. So the moment we feel, see, we often talk about the foundation of a house. We often talk about the foundation of an empire, building. If we feel that we keep on hammering, we keep on destructing the upper layers, the upper part of a building, so do you think it will be destroyed? No, because unless we attack on the foundation, unless we attack on the roots which are there underground, the building cannot be collapsed, easily. So in the same way, it is necessary to kill a tree, or it is possible to kill a tree only when we attack this sensitive object which remains underground. Okay, for years inside the earth, and it remains years. It remains for years inside the earth, and the more time it consumes underground, the more power the tree also enjoys. In the same way, the roots of an evil, these remain invisible. Okay, so as long as they remain invisible, as long as they remain hidden, the roots, so the evil flourishes. In the same way, as long as these sensitive roots remain underground, enjoying the real power from the tree, okay, from the earth, from the sun, from the air, from the water, these keep on helping in flourishment of tree. In the same way, the roots of the evil, it also helps in flourishment of the evil. Next, then the matter of scorching and chalking. So the last process the poet is suggesting about killing the tree ultimately. He says, after the roots, when these are pulled out, what we have to do? We have to dry them. We have to chalk them in the heat, so that any life which remains, if there is, so that would also go. That would also go in the direct scorching in the sunlight. In the sun and air, means when it is done, when the scorching and chalking process it is done in the sun, in the air, so the little bit light which was there, it will or that remain there, it will also go. Browning and hardening. So So after some time, when these roots they come in contact of sun and air, so what happens? The color of the white roots it becomes brown, and the sensitive objects now they become little bit hard. Like when life is out from the body becomes hard. Okay. In the same way, these sensitive objects these become little bit hard now. It means now there is no life. It means they are not in a position to help somebody. Now these hard roots, these are not in the position to help the trees in their growth. Clear? So twisting and withering, like these are in different parts. Okay, these have been separated from their parts. Okay, twisting their like their body or their nature, it becomes little bit of twisting now. Okay, the roots these are twisted, these are withered. Okay, they are quite different from this kind of position. Like when these were pulled out, these were white in color, wet, sensitive. But now these are twisting, these are withered. Okay, like scattered, and then it is done. And in this way, when this result is there, or when we happen to get this result of the roots of the tree, it means we have achieved the target that we have set in the beginning of killing a tree. In the same way, if we are to eradicate, if you are to you can say stop any criminal activity from the society or in the society, so or if we are to eliminate any evil from the society, then on the surface level the action it is not effective. If we do something on the surface level, that is not effective. If we do it at the ground level, if we do something at the root level, then certainly the things, the result that we expect, it will be there, and we will be successful in eliminating the society, eliminating this any evil from the society. Okay, like we are not to do the activities which we feel or which the poet has suggested. Like he says that if you keep on doing something at the surface level, so what happens after some time? After some time, these trees, these trees, there are chances that they will expand again. So in the same way, evil also, there are many chances that the imaginary hands of evil, they start shaping their new society. Okay, so that is why the poet is suggesting that unless we do something at the root level, not only the killing of a tree is impossible, okay, the elimination of an evil, it is also impossible. So if we talk about the rhyming scheme, there is no rhyming scheme in the poem. And see, most common, there are many lines. Most common, the figures of speech in this poem, most common, these are alliteration, okay, and the other is repetition. Also, it is almost the same thing. Okay, and then like there are one or two lines anchoring earth and others. So here you can feel that there is a little bit part of metaphor also. Otherwise, the poem is quite easy. So I hope you understood the explanation of the poem nicely, and I'll be coming in front of you with other poems also of your syllabus. So till that time, By that time, keep watching and keep learning.